Islam. As promised, I'm back, day 2 of your 3x33 money manifestation ritual. I hope you have your notebook from yesterday that you started, because it has to be, I'm gonna reiterate if you didn't see yesterday, but you have to do it 3 days in a row. You cannot skip a day. If you skip a day, you have to start over. So we're going to start on day 2. First, I want to start with this is a money affirmation, and I like to do these as well. I didn't mention that yesterday. I kind of got all off the subject, but I like to do affirmations as well, either when I wake up or when I go to bed, or if I feel like doing it throughout the middle of the day, then I'll do it throughout the middle of the day. So I'm gonna start with a money affirmation first, and then we're going to go back to our journals from yesterday. You still have yours from yesterday, and we're going to do our day 2 manifestation. And I also want to be clear, when you're manifesting, do things that are realistic. Like, of course, you're not gonna, I'm not gonna say you're not, but just do things that are realistic. Do things that, you can produce tomorrow, let's say. So as I stated, we're going to start with our money affirmation. I'm gonna just let that play, and as it's playing, you can either repeat it inside or you can repeat it outside, as in out loud. It's good either way because your subconscious will pick it up even if you say it to yourself. So we're gonna start with the affirmation first. All you do is repeat what he's saying. We're just gonna follow that, and then once that's done, we'll get right into our manifestation. Okay. Again, also I want to iterate while I'm getting this started. 1 second. Sorry. But I also wanted to reiterate that anytime you're trying to manifest anything, it's good to say it inside and outside, if that makes sense. You're repeating it over and over again. So when you're doing, that's the whole point of doing the 3x33, is because you're not only saying it to yourself 33 times, but you're also writing it, because once you script it, you put that ink to the paper, it's like finalizing it. So I wanted to be clear on that. So as I stated, we're going to start with a money affirmation, and you basically just going to repeat what he says, and then from there we'll do the 3x33. We'll continue from yesterday. Okay.
Money.
Let me start it over. Sorry.
And in increasing quantity.
Let me know if you can hear it. I'm gonna turn up just a little bit more.
I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantity through multiple sources on a continuous basis.
I'm so happy
I
and
am
grateful.
so happy and grateful now
Money
that money comes to me in increasing quantity through multiple sources on a continuous basis.
On a continuous basis.
I am so happy and grateful.
I'm so happy and grateful.
Money comes to me in increasing quantity through multiple sources on a continuous basis.
On a continuous basis.
I am so happy and grateful now.
I'm so happy and
Money
grateful.
comes to me in increasing quantity through multiple sources
on a continuous basis.
I am so happy and grateful now.
I'm so
money
happy and
comes
grateful
to me
now that
in
money comes to
increasing
me
quantity through multiple sources on a continuous basis.
On a continuous basis.
I am so happy and grateful.
I am so happy and grateful
money
now
comes
that
to
money
me
comes
in
to me
increasing
in
quantity
increasing
through
quantities
multiple sources
on a continuous basis.
I am so happy and grateful now.
I am so happy
money
and grateful
comes
now
to me
that
in
money comes to
increasing
me
quantity
in
through
increasing
multiple
quantities
sources
on a continuous basis.
I am so happy and grateful now
I'm
that
so
money
happy and
comes to
grateful
me
now
in
that money comes to
increasing
me
quantities
in
through
increasing
multiple
quantities
sources on a continuous basis. I I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis.
Okay. Now that we did a little bit of our affirmations, now we're going to do our 3x33. So if you started with me yesterday, and it's okay if you didn't start yesterday, today could be your first day, just as long as you do it 3 consecutive days in a row. If you miss a day, you have to start all over. I just wanted to be clear about that. Okay, so if you have your journal from yesterday, I'm going to basically start the one that I started last night. I don't know if you caught it, but I'm trying to manifest a trip in March. So what I said yesterday was, in March I went on a trip. So we're gonna start on day 2, and I normally title them day 1, day 2, day 3, just to help me remember. So I'm gonna start day 2. 1, in March I went on a trip. It's good to say it and write it 33 times. In March. See, it's funny because I was thinking about, like, I like to talk, especially when I get nervous. So if I get a little off subject, I'm sorry. But it's funny how when we were younger, like if you got in trouble, you had to write, I won't do this over and over again, like 100 times or something like that. So now you're going to use that same method, but you're going to manifest what you actually do want, where you actually do want to be, or you know what I'm saying, just something realistic. I mean, maybe you want to manifest a new job next week, or maybe you want to manifest, I don't know, a new source of income, anything like that. But just make sure that it's detailed as well. That's what I'm saying on mine. In March, as in this month, in March, I went on a trip. So I'm gonna write that 33 times. In March, I went on a trip. And it's also good to have, like I have, you probably can't, or you can't see, but I like to keep, candles lit. When I'm doing any type of money ritual, I like to keep sage, of course, as I said yesterday, my smudge stick that I wrote on there, different little notes. And then I like to keep any crystals that I have, or that I could find. I like to keep those around me, because those energies, you absorb energy, whether you realize that or not. So I like to absorb all the energy I can as I'm manifesting, because I really want this to manifest. So back to it. So I'm on 4. So in March, I went on a trip. In March, I went on a trip. And this is what I mean when this is what I'm referring to when I say I do my scripting. This is what I'm referring to. So people call them rituals. I prefer just to say script, because as I stated, I don't know if you ever heard the phrase, it's power in the pen, but it really is power in the pen, because once you get it out your mind. Who is that? Oh, Shell 3x33. Hey girl. Yo, we're doing the 3x. We're finishing. If you're just joining us, we are finishing the 3x33 method. I started last night. I started a new one. Today, right now, I'm working on day 2. Then tomorrow will be day 3. I'll go on live again so we can finish out together day 3. And yeah, we're gonna manifest some things together. And if something happens unexpected, let me know. I like to hear success stories. But if you missed it as well, I'll just read as I'm writing mine. I'm going to also reiterate and do, because I started with affirmations. It's always good to do your affirmations as well. So I'm going to just say a few affirmations, and then you can repeat after me. So as I'm writing, you just say it to yourself or aloud, however, whatever works for you. They both work. So I'm gonna start. I am money. I am abundant. Money flows to me in expected and unexpected ways. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am prosperous. I am happy. I am loved and I give love. It is done. It is done. It is done. Again, we're doing the 3 by 33, so everything is done in threes. I do everything in threes. Okay, Shell, I see you say you don't call me. You could call me when I'm done. I'll have a little time today. I got a little time today. Okay, I'm on 14 in March. I went on a trip. I went on, not in. As you're scripting this, you really need to feel it that you're on that trip, or that you receive that money, or that you receive that new source of income, or whatever it is you manifesting. You need to feel it. Feel that you already have it. Feel that you already know it's on the way. That's already here. And like, also I reiterated yesterday or last night as well. I like to do these now lately because they really been like, it's been popping. I'm not gonna lie to you, my manifestation's been popping. So I'm on this. Like I'm not just doing this just to say do it. Like I'm doing this because I've done it and it works. It definitely works. But I'm saying that because I also said last night that I'm not just doing like, don't think that you can just do one and then you have to wait, because sometimes it depends on what you were thinking, what your subconscious was thinking when you was manifesting it. You might not manifest in 3 days. It might happen 3 years from now, 3 weeks from now, 3 months from now. You never know. But just know when it happens, you go back to this your scripting journal and you looking like, I wrote that down. I manifested that in my life. Because I feel like too many times we always, you know, a lot of times it's easy because that could have been the circumstance she was brought up in, but it's easy to dwell on the low, to stay in the low. So with this, you have to reprogram your mind as well. You have to reprogram your mind to think positive, to think that, okay, I may be going through this situation right now, but it will get better. It is better. It's already done. It's already completed. I give it to the universe, because it's no longer in my control. It's out of my control. Things that are out of my control do not control me. So, okay, I'm almost done with mine. I'm on 19. In March, I went on a trip. I've been needing this trip. In March, I went on a trip. 21 in March. I went. Don't say I didn't tell y'all so when y'all see me on a trip, because y'all know I like to post on Facebook, so I'm gonna post. So if you're not doing this, grab your pen and your paper now and let's do it. Come on. What are you waiting for? You don't know if something works if you never try. Like, I know a lot of people hit me up saying, you know, they don't watch these type of videos, or they haven't, you know, they don't do this type of stuff. But my thing is, how can you knock something that you never even tried? Like, try it. You know what I'm saying? If it don't work for you, then fine, leave it. But if it does, then I'm glad I was able to help you with something you may not even know that you can do. In March, I went on a trip. 25 in March, I went on a trip. Woo, I can almost put myself there. I feel the sun. I want to go to a beach though. Also, when you think, okay, so I'm just saying a trip, but like I said, you want to be more detailed when you're doing this. So as I'm doing this and I'm saying trip, I'm thinking about the trip that I want to be on. Like, I want my feet in the sand. I want to be on the beach. I want to be somewhere where it's warm all the time, no cold weather. Just something relaxing. Just speed up, just relaxation. Breathe it in and let it out. I'm on 28. What number y'all? 29. In March, I went on a trip. 30. In March, I went on a trip. 31. In March, I went on a trip. 32. In March, I went on a trip. 33. In March, I went on a trip. All right, and then we're going to end it with 3 times. It is done. It is done. It is done. And now we're going to end it with the breath. You're going to inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth 3 times. 3 big ones. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Happy manifesting. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time. Tomorrow. We're back here tomorrow at 7. Day 3.